Praise God. Careful. I surrender. Enough.
I'll rip your arse open!
Wait.
What you wanted,
I surrender.
No mercy from me! Don't
surrender.
try that on me!
Enough.
Don't
Enough.
play games with
I give
me.
up.
Fight! I've been waiting for you!
Move.
Come on, then! You want to try me? I'll help you out!
I'm here, fellas!
I'll beat you! Don't worry, I'll get him! You'll pay for that, you horson!
Out of here! My God! Out of here! My God! Out of here! My God!
Christ! It's fucking butchery!
So this is the Dziwojenka. More like a regular woman. So this is the Dziwojenka's shack. Why would anyone live like this? All alone. A ravaged deer. It looks as if they were dragging it somewhere and it snagged on something here. They were trying to drag this poor thing away somewhere. They can't be far from here. What? Mutt, come here. Good boy, good boy.
Get it. Sick! Sick!
You little flea-ridden furball. Where have you been? What's that? Those wolves have turned you wild.
I'm glad nothing happened to you.
I was worried about you. Seriously, there wasn't a moment I didn't think about you.
Oh, come here, you cute little monster. Do you want to go back there? Or are you going to stay with me? I'm glad to hear that. So, we'll get down to work then, eh? There are a lot of things we must do. So, tell me, did you meet a pretty... No, I'm just playing around. What? Aha! I think that's enough. It's great. I agree. Here, Matt. Search.
Katarso, what's up, dude? Jesus Christ be praised. And with you?
What's going on?
What do you know?
That's the Voivod's business. See you later. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What do you want?
My name is... I'm looking for someone...
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version, I thought I was done for. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit...
Aye, that I can do. If what I've been missing...
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kind.
We can start...
All right?
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice long, so let's see what you've got. We'll start with If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
I'll get it. Let's do...
Beautiful! Once more. Ah. Well done! Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right?
Beautiful! Once more. Well done! That's that then.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack... Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the...
What about...
I'll teach you even more if you prove yourself to me.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only...
How could I...
You'll have to defeat...
So all I have to...
That's right.
All right.
La judge.
Will you teach me an...
I mean,
I understand.
aye, and his
German.
aye,
Excellent.
certainly.
God bless.
I went past your garden the other day. That dog of yours was going mad. Barking, growling at me like a...
Look what I have for you.
Here, Mutt.
When he was little, he fit inside my hat. He was such a cute puppy. We'll miss him.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Everyone needs something to cheer them up.
Come here.
God bless you. You have a kind mark.
I need some help. She comes here. Do you know anything about...
I know the girl you mean. I've seen her with that. Try asking Dushko. He knows all the wood.
One after another.
Christ, pardon me.
Did you hear about what happened at the mill? Yes.
Kids? Good afternoon.
Can I spend...
We're not really equipped for that here.
I'll pay you well.
But all I have is an old...
That's enough for me. All right, I hope that'll be...
Thanks. And I wish you a peace...
Where should I...
You can sleep in the barn behind the car.
What's the...
Nothing more. And I...
Just a moment.
Here, Mutt. Search. Free!
You hungry beast.
Sit and stay. Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Huh? Hey! You're not allowed here! So, what'll it be? Hey! Clear off, you mutt! Get out!
Mutt! Search. Search.
Greetings, my friend.
You must be the local gravedigger.
Ignatius. Master, looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulphur.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it. These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging?
Why not? You look like a strong fella.
Oh, dragging carcasses around. But so be it.
Grave digging is a job like any other. Soon, and if it wasn't for us
Of course, I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boy Snorter, nice and early? Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night.
I understand.
Why aren't you asleep?
Oh, you pooch. What's your problem, you idiot? What do you think you're doing? See, you shit! You're no match for me!
What are you doing here?
I'm resting. There has been so much to do lately that even I, too, must rest before proceeding. Like peasants at harvest time, that is hard labor, too.
What kind of work do you do?
I assist people, sometimes with their pain, their suffering, their hatred. It varies from one soul to the next.
I don't understand.
No one truly comprehends my words until the time is ripe, and when they awaken and understand. There is no time to tell anyone. There is no time to explain it to anyone, because their time has come.
Time for what?
If I may, I have a question for you too.
You may.
We have seen each other many times. Why have you left it until now to stop by?
I don't remember seeing you before.
Really? I have always been with you whenever you... Well, never mind. Just consider how many times you have had me by your side. I am leaving now. Good luck, Henry of Skalitz.
You know my name? And you know where I'm from?
I was there. It kept me very busy.
You silly doggy.
You silly doggy.
Excuse me.
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper.
What do you mean by that?
Because they're right ruffians who are always still birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but got no...
Tell me more.
It's really quite simple. Our first then, and...
They spend their wages at the bars.
I'd like to...
And did Crazel...
The little wives are cooking.
He did?
Excellent! Or they could.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger, maybe she won't be... Go and see her. She man...
All right then.
Well, we ain't in yet. And if we don't do something...
I'll have a look. I'd like to discuss...
All right. Very well. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. So, how does it taste? Today's...
Good. Hey.
G'day, g'day.
I've got that loot for you.
Incredible! Magnificent! Fascinating! You really got it! Give me that lovely thing so I can fondle her. Such a noble instrument is just... It's like it's saying, hey, with me in your hands, how can you take such a abuse?
Come on. Play me something, will you?
Give me a moment. I just have to hold it like this, and...
What's that you up there? Hey, let me see. How the hell do you... Hold it. Ah, Oh, Anna has tiny tits, like a pair of cherry pits. Uh-oh.
Christ! No!
The idiot broke the strings!
What are you doing, you idiot? Do you know what I had to do to get that loot?
I'm sorry, but... mate, I'll best be off now, eh?
Fuck! Shit! You fucking whoreson! Your ma should have dumped you on the manure heap the moment you were born. What's gonna happen with that loot?
Use it for firewood. It'll burn nicely with that lacquer.
What? Henry, sick him! I mean, give him what for?
Your face is going to end up like that loot, you brute.
I'll get you.
Good to see you.
Kill that fucking barbarian!
Hey, stop
My
fighting.
God, a ball!
Kick him in the bollocks!
This is unbelievable.
Madman, why'd he do it?
Let him have it!
What ya?
I can't bear to look!
Stop him.
Let him have it!
Doesn't hurt anyone else.
Fuck you!
No one's ever really safe.
Enough. Leave me be.
Had enough? Give up?
Yeah.
Now get out of here. And next time...
Too bloody right I will. Oh, I'm never touching another man's wood again.
Well, you want another?
I'm sorry.
Look at this mess, Henry. That booze-soaked oaf broke the strings.
It's the fucking 8th plague of Egypt. What are we going to do?
All is lost.
Farewell, Kuttenberg.
We could replace those strings.
Look, old pal.
The hunter Vostatek told me once that he can make some for us.
Vostatek? I know him.
Really? Damn.
Sometimes the price...
Especially when you ain't got a groschen.
All right.
All praise and glory...
Greetings, man. Well, good day. Ach du lieber Gott.
Welcome. If you need a bath,
Good day to you.
I'm looking for...
Then you found him.
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought.
I know, but...
And can't you... She's your wife, isn't...
Oh, that would be the next thing I know.
Forbidden?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody...
But if you don't...
Then you try to
how can I help you?
Why don't you want to...
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all putting poultices on bruises isn't gonna pay.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and
Don't worry.
All right, then. Take Fiala with... What can I do for you?
I'd like to...
Certainly.
I've heard the girl...
Don't worry. One.
I can't wait.
Great.
I'll gladly...
Excellent. You.
Greetings, handsome. Come over here.
Why not?
Did I hear right that you're going to compete?
Aye, I'm planning to.
Well,
What do you need?
one of the fighters, named Bohunek,
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be...
And why?
He often comes to see me, pretends he likes me, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my...
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard.
Bastards like...
So you'll give him a hide?
You better believe it.
Thank you. Oh my, it seems my petticoats... Christ! Pardon me.
Get up.
Really?
She said she'd let you...
That's my girl.
Ghastly weather.
Ah,
Kommen...
wunderbar, ausgezeichnet. Möcht...
Here you go.
That is what I... Show him what for. Oh, nein!
Greetings to you two.
Ale flow and wash away the bitter taste. Blessings to you.
You gave me a beating. If you broke meine Grazie...
Thanks for the fight.
Ah, ja, here are your wins.
Thanks.
Have you come to get your ass kicked?
Let's fight.
It'll be, but before we start...
I do.
And now... My! That lad's a kicker. You're going down. Culver, I'm wounded. Just you wait. Take that. Just you wait. Ah, fuck that. Shit. Just you wait.
Excuse me.
You don't look like it. Here you go. An eye for an eye.
What the fuck are you on?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll...
All right, fine.
Greetings.
I think Bahuna...
Did you give him a proper...
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay, but I can sew. Clothes.
Thanks.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something. I'd like you to...
Sure, why not? And what?
So,
You better, but we have to bet first, right?
the bet's out.
That's what I like. I'll knock your whiskers right off your... I'm wounded! Let me enjoy this one last time. I'll knock your whiskers right off your face.
It's what Aristotle...
Dorothy was right.
Good fight.
You're welcome, lad. But if you want to practice anything or learn something, here you go. So don't forget to go and see Lords.
I'd like to look...
What are you?
I want to learn to put somebody and just look around.
Unlike that airy, fairy, lovesick, whiny of yours, they're not even the parish priest can make.
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. But you certainly...
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're... What? Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the... They say he could beat...
That sounds like a talk.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina.
And if I beat this Barth...
Then there'll be no doubt...
What's going on?
Nothing. If you look...
I'm looking for the Takoff blacksmith's cart.
Loads of carts come past here. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on...
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the... We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents...
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Oh. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Semine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
What are you doing?
Fucking hell!
Take any of his shite, Yurko.
Hey! Stop fighting! Someone better hold back!
Fucking bastard!
Give them
Come on. Oh, you wee
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Semine's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get...
That we should. But come back in the morning and we'll set up. If you want, stay...
What can I do for you? Take care of my dog. So... What the... What's that you're taking there? Those are my things.
You thief! Surrender at once!
Easy now! I surrender!
The time has come, and if I don't...
All right.
Now.
Take a look then.
Yeah, all right. But I don't want...
What was I thinking about?
Good day to you.
Greetings to you.
Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. Well,
You got...
Can't you tell?
Well, you don't like it here?
You see anything? Yeah, more the other way.
Mind where you're going.
Greetings to you. What would you like?
I heard you might have a...
Well, and you look like you could have...
You don't make money.
Well, I do have that old... But all she's good for are sausage. That old bitch won't let anybody touch. I was already suspicious when that traveller sold her to me. He said he found her running about.
Grey, old, and someone found... That's where we were ambushed. That's my horse. That's Pebbles.
What do you mean, your? I bought it fair. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who... But that horse is not so it belongs to me.
Who sold her?
I told you, some young lad.
What did he look like?
You're a bit hasty. He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping, and his breath smelled. But I couldn't tell you where...
Use your head. Do I look like someone who needs a free nag?
Well, no, I suppose you don't.
And do you think it's a good idea to make someone like that angry? For a few measly coins?
All right, fine. You can have her, bloody miser. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her. May she serve you well.
God be with you, neighbour.
Whoa!
God!
Quick!
Whoa! Man, hold on.
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin?
I can spare you a few. It's a lot more than I normally get.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, what happened?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why you out fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way,
Begging, and he needs money to... Oh, I've come across a fair few
Must be a...
Look,
I can't.
I'm not going to do you any harm. What would I get out of that? If you're some sort of thief, so be it. Do I look like a catchpole hunting down criminals? That's the last thing I need. If you tell me what's going on, maybe I can be of help.
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you...
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber...
You had a chamber?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer, waiting for the new...
All right.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped then. I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
What are you gonna...
My priority is... And I need to move fast.
How long were you...
A year? Yes. That seems...
No one should forcibly take more.
Thank you.
Farewell. I hope you make it home.
Thanks.
The gaffer bought one for everyone.
What's going on?
They took the treats our gaffer brought us from the market.
Trees?
Honey cakes. We didn't pilfer anything from you. It was us the gaffer brought them for.
But he always buys 3 for us to share.
We had to do everything ourselves because you overslept. So nothing for you.
It's your fault you didn't wake me up. On purpose.
Stop squabbling, or I'll give you all what for. You're supposed to be learning a trade, not fighting over trees. Forget the cakes and get on with your work, or I'll fetch your master.
Why are you lecturing us like some old codger? You're barely a year older than us.
Yeah, don't tell us what to do.
Give it a rest and shut up.
Yeah, knock it off and give me my cake.
Fuck off.
Right, that's it.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
Someone better hold me back.
You know my first fucker. Wanker! Get him!
And you'll get another right away.
Oh, beats!
Oh, Cooper! I'm wounded.
Got my eye on you. You're no match for us, fucker. This won't end well for you.
Someone better hold me back. Let him have it. Fuck you, prick.
This is unbelievable. Someone's lying here. Lurking around without a light.
Somebody's lying.
Get a torch.
Wake
or I'll
up,
put
come
you
on.
in the stocks.
You see?
That wasn't so hard.
What the hell?
Mind where you're going.
for? Get him.
Did something happen? Wake up!
Holy fuck. I have heard. He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap for days on end. And he's all puffed up like a peacock.
So what? I wish him well.
So do I. I meant it in a good way. Greetings. What? Farewell.
Christ, this day. Greetings. Can't it wait? God be with you, sir.
Keep.
Slow down, you idiot!
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Watch where
Right,
you're
sir.
going.
You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Semine. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon would...
What would you like?
A mace.
Well, that might not be too far off. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Fucking hell!
What do you say, son?
Whew. You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young'un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
You're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come
I
in.
wouldn't want that.
We've got a nice arena in Semine. It ain't no abandoned pig den.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusty.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping a dead anyway.
You
That's
silly
nice
doggy.
advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Greetings to you two. What a cheap old nag.
Christ wounds! Mind where you're going!
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
Greetings. What brings you here? I'll have a look. Word about the price. All right. Aye. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semine on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
That'll be all.
Well then, young man.
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin!
Sir, I can send a message to the Yichin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Roman, will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they've been ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing in the Three Cats.
That sure.
Roman, it's me, Dushko.
What are you yelling?
I'm looking for my friend Roman. He works with us in the woods, and we need him now. But
I haven't met any...
if he's off again with that...
What bastard?
Pavlena.
My. How did the folk...
Bash you folk.
Do you...
Like some...
I've already...
That's that.
Where do you...
Not long.
You think they'd really...
I took it for
Hmm.
You never... Best to...
All right.
Great. That is... You can...
Hang on.
For one thing, where is you... But me?
Oh, that's just...
After you... I'll be around.
Watch where you're going. About time, too. Let's go.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
Found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were...
Oh, that makes sense. To the...
Everything all right, eh?
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the cart back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses, too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old Yarmilka would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage round here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Semine was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope-maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at the spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the window, yeah, I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
You're right. They rolled around and gave off sparks. You two are arseholes.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
You was never ordained hunter. I was. Stumbled in it, in the forest chapel by Bonilla. Like, fuck he ordained you. Just 'cause old Stumble poured some pond water on your head in the woods don't mean a damn thing. Stumble is a drunken old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't even quote one psalm. Don't you think he'd have a better nickname than Stumble if he was a priest?
Those definitely aren't the
It ain't his
blacksmith's
fault.
hands.
What's wrong with his legs?
What's wrong with his legs is they can't stay.
I'll kill you!
Let's see what you can do! I'll hack you to ribbons! We're going to gut
Go on,
you,
then.
you whore son! Hey,
Fucking
get
whore
him!
sons!
Light him up!
Right between the eyes.
No, you fucked up! He's done for!
I surrender!
I'll be done with you in a flash. Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Semine, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
I'll show you. Hammer them, men!
Now we'll have you, you scum!
Bash him on the
Come
head.
on, then!
There, don't spare him!
You caught him out, quickly! That! Oh, rip your ass!
Take that, you shit! Finish it.
Slice him up! Fuck you! Bash him on the head!
Don't spare him!
Nice strike! That's a lot of... They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
I'm a nobleman.
What now?
Spare me.
One of them bastards fled into the...
I'll go and...
Great.
Fallen on hard times. That's why I do what I do.
So they won't pay half a grosh for you, eh? So, tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest tree, huh?
I'm still from a noble family. Rich or poor, you can't just lynch me.
Well, who's going to stop me?
The law?
I can't see any law here. But I can see lots of crows that will enjoy feasting at us.
Don't be rash, sir. No one bad thing said about your family.
Crows can't talk.
You never know. Word always gets around. People were already saying stuff about you. They never expected you to let your son...
I ain't done nothing, I swear. It was Venser.
Bailiff or not, with families common as much. And then there's the talk about money. They say you're... I'm just telling you what people are saying. Not easy for us nobles.
No, it's not.
At least there's something.
Damn! Shit! Search. Look what I have for you. Run!
I've got you now, Venser.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield...
Who knows what they'll do to you?
For robbing Semine! He'll have me strung up from the nearest tree.
If I were in your shoes, I think I'd go for the rope.
How would you know? Although, to come up with something that stupid...
Well, come what may. Anything can happen.
Sure, I'll get... And I don't have to be the one who...
One-on-one, yeah. But it must... Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
Fuck! Alright. I'll come...
I might.
Promise me.
I won't promise you anything. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Semine. Want to ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with his hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Vencer.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Vencer?
You really are prize idiots. If you hadn't gone round the rocks, you could easily have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
Bollocks. As soon as you saw the lads, you gave the horses the whip. You were holding the reins, Vencer.
You see?
While you were shouting rude insults. So you're both in it up to your necks, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Semine, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
It depends. By right, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and lop your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
What do you think? If they'll execute a nobleman, they won't think twice about a hired hand or two.
You never know, Henry. Lord Semine is merciful. Maybe this whimpering will soften his heart.
Oh, I'm not whimpering. I'm just trying to tell you how it was.
Bollocks! You're full of shit. Don't believe a word he says, Captain.
Semine might be merciful, but whether he'll be in the mood for this, I can't say.
I'm innocent. I swear on my ma's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Pah! Every mangy I dragged to the gallows swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as the driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right. You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout. Right, we're in Troskovitz. This is where you get off, Henry.
Thanks a lot, Captain.
Don't forget to go and tell Radovan what happened, so he can stop worrying.
Will do.
And drop by Semine sometime. You may be wet behind the ears still, but you're a laugh to have around.
Thanks. You're not bad yourself, for an old fart.
Good evening. What do you need? Didn't you understand? Like I said.